What's good, YouTube? This is KB LaFleur. Call me KB. Welcome back to another video, man. Hey, man, we got Facebook posts. It's not from celebrity, but it's just something that I happened to come across, man. And it's a pretty old case, actually. I believe this may have happened a year ago. And I just happened to scroll through the comments. I wasn't even going to freaking react to it. It really wasn't worth nothing to react to until I went to the comments. When I went to the comments, I started to see that everybody was saying, okay, the reason parents have to be held accountable to some degree when kids do ish like this, right? So, man, before we get into it, man, before I read it to you, do me a huge favor, man. Leave me a like, comment, and subscribe. This is some juicy ish, man. This is some juicy ish. So, a 14-year-old teenager charged as an adult. The 14-year-old, I think his name is Anton Dillon, has been charged with kidnapping, rape, first-degree robbery, sodomy, and armed criminal action of St. Louis County woman. According to authorities, a woman in her 30s was entering her St. Louis County home at 11 p.m. on September 29, 2020, when Dillon ordered her back into her car and to drive to an undisclosed location at gunpoint. Detectives said the teen then raped her and forced her to go back to the bank, where she withdrew $500. After taking her money, Dillon allegedly told her to drive to another location in order her to perform oral sex. During the kidnapping, Dillon was wearing a monitoring bracelet that put him in the same location as the crimes. Dillon is being held on a $200,000 bond. I only think the brother should get out. Be honest with you, I don't care how old you are. You take advantage of a woman. That's a problem. And for all you women out here who constantly keep saying that women are stronger than men, or women getting to the point where they're getting stronger than men, no. You see a 15-year-old little boy took advantage of a woman that's in her 30s. She got 15 years over this guy. Been on earth 15 years longer than this man. And he still is able to overtake this woman. Yeah, at gunpoint. Yeah, well, I understand it's at gunpoint. But, dude, had there not been a gun in it, bro, you know what I'm saying? More than likely, he would have still took advantage. So, I seen it and I said, okay, this crazy, right? So somebody then says, why do we always blame the parents? I didn't raise my kid to go rob, steal, rape, or kill anyone. We can't be with our children 24 hours every day. Some of us parents been working since able to get a state ID. We don't know that one of our children decided to wake up and have bad things on their mind. We can't follow our children around all day, and every kid is different. Some kids have a behavior problem, and some don't. If my kid snuck out at night and I'm in my bed asleep from a long day, how is that my fault? Y'all stay blaming us parents. These kids need to take action for their own bad behavior, and all parents not bad parents. Stop making excuses for these bad kids. Geez, she has a point, but for me, for a kid to be this bad, once again, man, any kid that's this bad, and I bet you he's raised in a single parent home. But for kids who are this bad, once again, it starts off at the house. I firmly believe that parents play a role in certain situations like this when it comes down to these kids. The reason I say that is he's 15 years of age doing this. I understand that, there's a lot of situations. There's a lot of situations where it's not the parent's fault. But for me, you have to say, for me at least, it's just me. I would say it has to come down to the parent to some degree. The burden has to fall on the parent to some degree, just because as a parent, would it not come to your mind and say, damn, like, where did I go wrong as a parent to allow my kid to do this? I seen it all the time. Not situations like this, but I see it all the time where we have kids when I was in high school who were just as bad, who will go out late at night. You have parents who don't give these kids curfews. You have parents who give these kids far too much freedom. And I bet you his parents, or whoever his legal guardian is, gave him far too much power, or gave him too much leniency to do anything. Just let him do whatever. And with no restrictions, no regulations. So it's just like, he's just like, man, shoot, it's my world. Y'all niggas just living in it. You know what I'm saying? And it's a sad case, but like I said, I understand where she's coming from, but I also understand that to some degree, parents hold some accountability. They hold some accountability for their 15-year-old son or daughter to do some ish like this. It's like, bro, like it comes down to the parents to some degree. It always go back to the parents. It's always gonna go back to the parents. Some may disagree with it, some may agree with it, but I'm a firm believer in if there's a kid this bad, parents play a role in it. I'm not blaming his parents 100% on this. I'm not even saying parents are the majority of the reason why he's acting like this. It's just him. But at the end of the day, like I said, man, parents play a role into kids who act like this. So somebody said, get them help is a myth because if they're not taking it serious, then getting help is thrown out the window. You're trying so hard to justify blaming parents, but asking people who are locked up, would they be locked up if they would have listened to their parents? But somebody then responds, you telling me about good parents like I don't already know everything you telling me. Laugh aloud, but asking those same people from experience how many times they robbed or raped a 30-year-old girl at gunpoint with an ankle monitor on at 15, I understand everything you tell me, but every good parent aren't raising their children the same. You have to go case by case, and this shit is extreme, like for real. She needs to be at least questioned or her abilities to watch her children. And once again, and this is what I'm talking about. He's a 15-year-old with an ankle monitor on, bro. An ankle or bracelet or whatever. Bro, that kid's bad, bro. And the parents had something to do with that. Not they don't have 100% hand in this. But when it comes down to having a kid doing this, man, like you just as a parent have no restrictions. You as a parent have no backbone. To me personally, you as a parent have no backbone because you allow your kid to go out and go do whatever. That little nigga's supposed to have been in bed by 10 o'clock, 15 years of age. That was my curfew when I was in high school, where they always say freaks come out at night. Somebody else did say most serial killers come from good homes and marriages. Laugh out loud. And kids that come from broken homes usually live a successful life. Doesn't matter how you raise a kid. Everyone's brain is different. And this was probably the most dumbest of goddamn freaking statements I have ever seen, boy. This man said most serial killers come from good homes and marriages. Laugh out loud. Kids that come from broken homes usually live a successful life. That is false. This nigga got it backwards. I seen this shit. I said, bro, yo, this nigga is stupid. This dude is stupid, man. There's no way serial killers or whatever come from good homes. That's false. That's false. Now, once again, like I said, you may have your something. There's going to be an exception to every rule. But this nigga said the most, which means more than half. More than half. It's statistically proven that kids fare greater in a two-parent home rather than a one-parent home. All your serial killers, your rapists, your murderers, and all that stuff come from your single-parent homes. So he got it very much backwards. You know what I'm saying? So to sit over here and say that, that kids who are from single parent homes become more successful, that's just false. That's just false. You can even look it up yourself. It's just false, bro. So I don't know. He seems like one of those type of people where they always want to use the exception as a rule. I always use the exception as a rule. You know what I'm saying? And this right here, it just oh man. That statement, boy, took me for a loop, but I wanted to punch the hell out of this damn phone. But somebody else then says, what black kid do you know is a serial killer from a good home? Beside my main point here is discipline. Yes, they may come from a good home, but are they disciplined and raised right? Are they being corrected when their anger gets in their way? White folks are a big fan when it comes to disciplining their kids. And pretty much meaning like, hey kid, white folk don't want to whoop their kids. White folk don't want to whoop their kids. You look at you want to be able to sit up here and say, well, you can't blame his parents for this and this and blah blah blah. But yet these are the same people, these are the same black folk who said they need to go ahead and start arresting these parents when these school shootings happen. They need to start arresting the parents of the person who's doing the shooting. Because we all heard about this shooting that just happened. where a kid, where an 18-year-old dude, he had his hands on firearms, run up in there and go, you know what I'm saying, smoke all them kids. And we having people sitting on here saying his parents need to be arrested for that, because, and it's not just him, because it was other people too who had school shootings. These people need to get arrested because this stuff is taught. A lot of this ish is taught. Now, I'm not gonna sit on here and say for his situation. I don't think his situation was taught. It was just bad parents, and I believe, but you can't sit over here and try to say, hey, parents don't play no role in this, but then turn around and say a parent or parents play a role when a kid go out here and go shoot up a school. You know what I'm saying? So, I say it goes both ways, especially even the school shooting. But, that's a different story. Meaning black kids typically don't have their parents in their lives. And this is factual. So things like this are bound to happen. Parents play a role in how kids are brought up, which we all know. But even after 15, 16, 17, and I just did a video before where, a lady was sitting over here saying, hey, baby daddy, our daughter is about to turn 18. She's practically grown. And it's like, dude, just because you're 18 doesn't mean you're an adult. It doesn't mean you're grown. It just means you're getting older, and it means that you're illegal to do a few shit now, that you're illegal to give consent, but you're not grown enough to go out and go get something to drink or whatever. That doesn't make you an adult just because you turn 18. So once again, man, with this 15-year-old man, I'm a firm believer in no matter how, like, if a kid go out here and go shoot up a school, goes back to the parents. Kid go out here and go do some egregious stuff like this, I say it always leads back to the parents. Now you're talking about a kid stealing or a kid, getting fights in school. It's a different story. You know what I'm saying? But when you're talking about ish like this, dude, that shit gonna go back to the parents. That shit goes back to the parents. But man, hey, I'm glad y'all here, man. Shout out to my subscribers. Hey man, look, if you're new here, man, yo, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like, comment, leave a comment. I don't care what you say, leave a comment. You can call me dusty, ugly, I don't give a damn. Leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel, man. Like I said, we got juicy content over here. Like I said, I believe I give a different perspective. Man, this is only the beginning, man. So, do me a favor, man. Continue to like, continue to share my content, because once again, other people need to hear this. People need to hear this. 90% of my subscribers are males. So I know for a fact some of y'all know some people, man, who are going through ish like this. Some of y'all know people who go through ish like this, or just anything that's on my channel, mainly about, a lot of women trying to take advantage of the men, and the society and the system taking advantage of the men. So, man, look, send them over here, bro. Send them over here, man. We have some great discussions. Like I said, I'm gonna be trying to pump it out. I'm gonna try to pump out more videos, man. But do me a huge favor, man. Leave me a like, comment, and subscribe.